What are the requirements for an H2A visa? The H2A visa is a non-immigrant visa category offered by the United States for temporary agricultural workers. This program allows U.S. employers or U.S. agents who meet specific regulatory requirements to bring foreign nationals to the U.S. to fill temporary agricultural positions. The objective is to address a shortage of available domestic workers for temporary agricultural jobs. The H2A visa program is heavily regulated to ensure that both the employers and the temporary foreign workers are treated fairly and in compliance with U.S. labor laws. 1. Job offer from a U.S. employer. A critical requirement for obtaining an H2A visa is to have a valid job offer from a U.S. employer. The job must be temporary or seasonal in nature and must relate to agricultural work. Employers must demonstrate that the need for foreign workers is temporary and that there are insufficient available U.S. workers for the position. 2. Temporary or seasonal job. The job being offered must be temporary or seasonal, aligning with the needs of the agricultural industry. It is intended for positions where the work is needed for a specific period due to seasonal demands or temporary circumstances within the agricultural sector. 3. Labor certification. Employers are required to obtain a temporary labor certification from the U.S. Department of Labor, DOL. This certification validates that there are not enough U.S. workers available and willing to perform the temporary agricultural work. The employer must adhere to specific recruitment and hiring processes outlined by the DOL. 4. H2A petition. An H2A petition is a request made by a U.S. employer to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, to bring in temporary agricultural workers from other countries. The H2A visa program allows U.S. employers or U.S. agents who meet specific regulatory requirements to bring foreign nationals to the United States to fill temporary agricultural jobs. In the H2A petition, the employer must demonstrate the need for foreign workers to fill these positions, including outlining the type of work, the duration of the job, the number of workers needed, and the qualifications required. The petition also needs to include details about the employer's efforts to recruit U.S. workers and the terms and conditions of employment being offered to foreign workers, including wages and benefits. 5. Worker qualifications. Foreign workers applying for the H2A visa must meet the qualifications and requirements specified by the employer for the particular job. This may include specific skills, experience, or training related to the agricultural work they will be undertaking. 6. Adherence to labor laws. Employers participating in the H2A program must agree to comply with all applicable labor laws. This includes providing workers with fair wages, safe working conditions, adherence to work hours, and ensuring that their treatment aligns with U.S. labor standards. 7. Temporary intent. H2A visa applicants must demonstrate their intent to return to their home country upon the expiration of their authorized H2A status. This is to confirm that they do not intend to remain in the U.S. permanently and are only seeking temporary employment. 8. Housing and transportation. Employers are responsible for providing suitable housing for H2A workers. The housing must meet certain health and safety standards. Additionally, the employer must also provide or ensure that reliable transportation is available for the workers to commute between the housing and the worksite. 9. Sufficient wages. Employers must offer and pay the prevailing wage for the specific occupation and location where the work is to be performed, or the state or federal minimum wage, whichever is higher. This ensures that the H2A workers are paid fairly in comparison to U.S. workers in the same region and occupation. 10. No adverse effect on U.S. workers. Participating in the H2A program should not adversely affect the wages and working conditions of similarly employed U.S. workers. Employers must prioritize hiring U.S. workers and are required to notify and consider them for available positions. In conclusion, the H2A visa program serves as a mechanism to address temporary labor shortages in the U.S. agricultural sector. It provides a structured process for U.S. employers to bring in foreign workers to fulfill seasonal or temporary agricultural jobs while ensuring that the rights and welfare of both U.S. and foreign workers are protected within the framework of U.S. labor laws and regulations. 11. Consular Processing. Consular processing is a method used by individuals who are outside of the United States and seeking to obtain an immigrant visa green card to enter and live in the U.S. permanently. This process is typically used by those who are eligible for immigrant visas based on family sponsorship, employment, or other specific categories. 12. Documentation. You must provide necessary documentation such as a valid passport, a copy of the temporary labor certification, a job offer, and any other requested supporting documents. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.